Hello my dears, welcome back. This time we're going to be working with slowing down, which is something that I always need to work on. So we'll do that together. Before we get to our strengthening movement, we'll start with a meditation. So wherever you are, you can get comfy on the floor, sitting or lying down, and close your eyes. When you close your eyes, you might notice the sounds in the room become a little bit more prominent. Listen for any sounds that you didn't notice before. Notice sounds that are close by. What's the closest sound you can hear? And notice sounds that are far away. What's the furthest sound you can hear? I can hear my cats. Now take your attention to your breath. Notice the sensations of breathing in and out. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. In and out. Now we're going to come back from our meditation and start by just shaking your body out a little bit, bouncing your knees, wiggling your hands, your fingers. Bring some circles to your wrists, so circle your wrists. And move your head around a little bit, so face one way, face the other way. And open your eyes. I do apologize, there was some violence in the interim during our meditation. Scooty likes to beat up Fof. It's not in keeping with the spirit of the video. I apologize. For our first strengthening movement, we're going to lie on our back, and we'll start with the bridge. So feet are positioned below our knees. Squeeze the butt and lift up, and that's our bridge position, and release, lower back down. And we'll do that for 1 minute starting now. So squeeze the butt, lift up, and release back down. Your arms can be lying at your side if you like. I actually find it more comfortable to have my arms up above my head, so I get a like a really lovely stretch. Squeeze your butt at the top and release back down. These moves are all about slow, controlled movement. So it's strengthening. It's not supposed to be cardio. And they can become even more difficult when you slow them down. Which, yeah, is funny, because we sometimes think that speeding up is the difficult thing, but at least for me in my life, slowing down is a lot trickier. And that's our time. We're ready for our next movement. We'll be doing a restful stretch for a minute starting now. You can just lie back down on the floor and feel the length of your body from the tips of your toes to the tips of your fingers. see how long you can get. And from here, we're going to circle the ankles. So circle them one direction. And circle the other direction. You might hear some crackle and popping in your ankle joints, getting them a little bit oiled. This is also strengthening. This is physical therapy for your ankles. Now we're going to kick one foot up and the other down and reverse. So this is what I'm doing so you can see. My ankles were out of the frame. Now they are in frame. What a relief. And now we're going to kick our ankles out to the, or our toes out to the side and in, out, in. And just a little bit of that because our time is up. So we're on to our next move. We're staying on our back and we're going to do a little drop kick. So feet are up in the air and for a minute you're going to hold one leg and the other one just drops to the ground. Kick it back up and drop the other one to the ground. To moderate this one, your legs don't have to be completely straight. That makes it a little more gentle. So you can just do like so. Much more gentle. And you also don't need to take your leg all the way to the ground. So if you're, anyway, I'll just give you one moderation option. So you can have your legs more straight. That makes it a really intense ab workout. Or you can bend your knees. For a minute, starting now. So legs are up and you drop one leg to the ground, kick it back up and switch. And we're going to slow this movement down, since that's what we're working on, slowing down. Story of my life. This is my life's work, is to slow down. If you want to keep it slow, but bring a little bit more intensity, you can lift your shoulders off the ground. And that activates some of the upper abs. See if you can slow it down even more and notice that it gets harder. Almost there. Stop whenever you want. And that's time. And for our minute of rest, you're just going to take your knees to your chest and just hug your knees to your chest in this lovely, lovely fetal position that feels so safe and warm. If you like, you can rock your body side to side. So especially if you're on a soft surface, you can give yourself a little lower back massage. I love doing that. Just rocking your body back and forth. That's good. He is such a bully. That's good. And that's time. We are going to roll onto our side and we're going to do some Pilates running. So you can have your head rest on your arm like this or prop your head up, which is more comfortable for me. Our legs are extended straight. The front hand is stabilizing your body. We're going to lift our legs, both of them in the air, and kick forward and back. And that's Pilates running. And we're going to work on slowing it down. So our minute starts now. So your legs are straight, lift both legs in the air, and kick forward and back. This does not have to be a big kick. It can be quite small. Honestly, that's not going to moderate the intensity. I feel like it just focuses a little bit on different muscles. What you are probably going to need to rely on, especially early on with doing these workouts, is your stabilizing hand in front, because we don't want a lot of movement. We don't want to rock back and forth. We want to be stabilizing. And that act of stabilizing, this slow, controlled movement, makes this an almost full body move. Our arms are pretty relaxed, but all the side abs are very activated in preventing us from rocking and rolling all around. Obviously, the leg muscles are all activated. The inner thigh is getting a lot of action. And that's time. Whoop, what's next? Ooh, we're staying right here. I'm thinking this might be too difficult. I'll offer it to you, and you just stop whenever you want, okay? No pressure. So we're staying in this position. We're going to kick our legs up. This move, the top leg is stable, and the bottom leg kicks up, okay? Like so. For a minute starting now. Stabilizing, bottom leg kicks up. This might be massively difficult because the previous move was working all the same muscle groups. So if you're like, oh my god, no, I cannot do this, just don't. Like, it's fine. You don't have to. Whew. I want a little bit more side ab action, so I'm going to release my front arm. And I can do that because I've been doing these moves consistently for like 6 years now. So my side abs are like, whoa, rock hard. Ugh. It's difficult. Alright, y'all, I'm done. It hasn't been a minute yet, but I'm done. Now we're going to stretch out that inner thigh. So the inner thigh that was just working is bent. The other leg's extended. I'm going to give us a minute. We're just sitting in this stretch. I'm going to lean forward a little bit, and I'm kind of just searching for where it feels good. So I'm trying to stretch that inside of my thigh. So you're welcome to do the same. Just move around a little bit in this position and find where it feels good. That'll be different for each of us. We're all at different places in our body journey. We're all at different levels of flexibility, and different parts of our body are tense. We've got 10 seconds left. So keep on just moving around. It can be a dynamic stretch. And that's time. So we're going to switch. We're going to do the other side. Again, you can lie all the way down, or you can prop up your head. Our legs are extended straight. Lift both legs up. Protect your workout plan. Both legs are lifted, and we're going to kick them forward and back for 1 minute starting now. We're working on slowing down our movements. If you like, you can play around with the size of your kicks, so you can see what it feels like to do really, really small kicks. You can see what it feels like to do really long kicks. In fact, I had the thought when I was planning this workout that I would like to strengthen my inner thighs because I haven't worked on them in a little while, and I might have overdone it a little bit with these 2 moves in a row. That's good. Scooty doesn't do much strengthening of his inner thighs. He's a chunk. He's a chunky cat. He's got no muscle tone, huh? And that's time. Okay, and we're staying right where we are. If you want a little bit of punishment, you can follow along. We're going to lift both legs, upper leg stays stable, and the bottom leg kicks up. Okay, for a minute starting now. Last time I made it to 50 seconds before my body was done. We'll see how far I go this time. Huh, Scoot? These Pilates moves, these are almost everything that I'm showing you is Pilates style moves, and it's just the weight of your body. Sometimes they don't look like much, but they're intense. So take a break whenever you want. You can also just stop and wait for the next move. Or you can replace it with your favorite stretch or some push-ups or whatever other move you feel like is a better fit for you. Okay, I'm done. I made it 55 seconds that time. Okay, so we're bringing that stretch just to the other side of our body. The leg that was, the thigh that's really sore right now is bent and the other leg's extended. And for a minute we're just wiggling around, finding what feels good in this position. That feels good for me. Scoot, you're ruining my setup. Just wiggling around, a nice dynamic stretch, finding what feels good. Slowing down like this and just paying attention to your body with these gentle movements is nice. Yeah, it's nice. All right. We are gonna do 2.5 more moves before we conclude. So we're gonna switch things up, go on all fours, and we're gonna do a bird dog, one on each side. So bird dog, we're on all fours, hands below shoulders, knees below hips. Our opposite leg and opposite arm extend forward, face down, and we're just gonna hold that for 1 minute starting now. Extend opposite leg, opposite arm, and hold. And while we're here, we're using our muscles to lift away from the floor, not sinking into our joints, but we're activating our muscles. And breathe. When I first started doing this move, I couldn't hold it stable. So I think that's probably normal, and I've always been athletic, so it just means you're doing something new with your body. Whew. If a minute is too long for you, you just stop. That's my advice, right, Scoot Scoot? And rest. We're gonna do the other side, but I'm feeling like I need a little bit of a stretch, so I'm gonna sink back into child's pose just a little bit. And lift back up, and we're gonna wag the tail just a little bit, because I can feel that on one side of my lower back. And I just wanna open it up, loosen it a little bit. All right, ready for the other side? Opposite leg that we done the first time, obviously, kicks out. Ugh, and the opposite arm, and our time starts now. And we just hold, lifting away from the floor with our muscles, pushing away from the floor to avoid injury, and breathe. Hey, Scoot. Hey, Scoot. You know, if you think about it, Scoot is constantly doing a plank. Yeah, think about it. Are you thinking about it? Stop whenever is right for you. We're almost done. And that's time. All right. Whew. You can sink back for a moment into that child's pose. I'll invite you up again to wag the tail. Wagging the tail, wagging the tail. We'll do a moment also of, what's it called? Cat-cow. Okay, so with cat-cow, the motion starts at the tip of the tailbone, curls down, and then the rest of the spine follows. And again, the other way, the motion begins at the tip of the tailbone. We'll do a couple of those. And that's our time. I wonder if we want to do a plank. We'll just do one plank and then we'll close out with a meditation. So the gentler version of a plank is going to be on our knees, like so. You can be up on your arms as well, like so, on the knees, okay? If you want a more intense workout, Buffalo. He was nuzzling the microphone, so I'm sure you heard that, but you didn't know what it was. Huh, Flu? More intense version of this is up on our toes, all right? And we'll have a minute starting now. So whether you're on your knees or on your toes, we're hanging out for about a minute or as long as is healthy for you. We are aiming to have a more or less straight back, so if your butt's way up in the air, that's not quite what we're going for. And if that's like where you're ending up, then it might be better to go to the version that's on your knees and build up. Build up to the toes version if you want to. It really is not going to do that much for your life to be doing this plank versus this plank. Yeah, not gonna add a whole ton of happiness, so it's really not a big deal either way. Whew. And that's time. Awesome. You can shake out the wrists. Off. And come back to your comfy spot on the floor, just like we were in the beginning. If you're sitting or lying down, according to your preference, we'll do a short meditation. Close your eyes. When you close your eyes, you can notice your breathing. which might be a little bit deeper because we were just working our bodies. You can notice your heartbeat. See if you can feel your heart beating in your chest. Take your attention to your breath. Notice the sensation of breath moving through your body, whatever calls to your attention, wherever you feel that. Now take your attention to the sounds you can hear in the space that you're in. You can probably hear the cats nagging each other. But also in your space, not from the microphone, notice the sounds that are close by. Notice the sounds that are far away. Now take a deep breath in. Let it out with an audible sigh. A deep breath in. Audible sigh. And last one, deep breath in. And out. And shake your body out a little bit. Just shake it out, shake it out. Open your eyes. Notice how you feel. Do you feel like you've slowed down a little bit? I hope so. I feel like I've slowed down a little bit, so that's a win. I hope this experience was lovely for you. Please leave me some feedback in the comments if you are called to. Were the cats very annoying or cute? Should I not have the cats? Yes, have the cat? Let me know. So I can do that. And yeah, that's it. If you liked this video, leave me a like so more people can discover it. And I am just so grateful and glad that you came to have this experience with me. So thank you. Okay. Bye.